This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market.
Keith Jardine's a tough opponent. He's very unorthodox. Everyone knows that. He throws punches from like every angle and in every position. So you can't sleep on him for 1 second, and you got to keep your guard high. And that's something I've been working on. My last fight, my hands were a little low, and I need to keep him up. He's got a dangerous right hand and some funky kicks and stuff like that. So I think coming down to my weight, I think it's going to be a little bit of an issue. This cardio has been suspect, and my cardio is not. Ever since I started going 5 rounds and training for it, I feel like it's to my advantage. As much as I hate 5-round wars and it sucks, and I want to go back to my first round finishes, the good life over there, why work a full day when you work a half day kind of thing. I believe these 5-round fights, they played my advantage, and I feel like I'm getting stronger every round. And so I'm going to take my time, and Keith Jardine's he's going to come to fight, and I'm going to come straight after him. So I'm looking to finish him and put him to sleep one way or another. The biggest advantage is everywhere. Right? I don't know. I feel like my speed and my striking will be an issue. I think I can get in and out with him, and you haven't seen much of my offensive wrestling, and I think I can out wrestle him and take him down, and then we'll see how good his ground game is. I heard it's pretty good, but I believe I'm one of the elite grapplers in my division, and I'll look to expose that if I can. Otherwise, if I knock him out, I knock him out. But I'm gonna take this fight everywhere, and I'm gonna expose him, and then I'm gonna show that I'm a better fighter in every department. Mo's been a great addition. He's hard to find. A guy like him with the wrestling and the speed and the length. Sparring with him is crazy. He's like 5'11", but he's got this 80-inch reach. So I think I try to keep him in the end of my jab, and he's always hitting me with this fast hook, and I'm like, so it makes me respect everything. It makes me clean up my own style, and just everything, the wrestling and all that. He's always trying to help me and improve my game, and I'm trying to help him improve his. And the more guys we get, it's an iron sharpens iron kind of world, and that's what we got at AKA. So we're building on that, and we're all fine tuning each other, and it's the family vibe we have. And we're all going to help each other. We're going to beat the shit out of each other, and then we're going to teach each other how to beat each other up even more. So that's the game. The ring rust issue, I believe it's only in your head, and it's something that you're gonna believe and psych yourself out on going into fights. I think if you train accordingly, I think you can get all that out of you, especially at AKA. Everyone knows we spar really hard 3 days a week, so I think that's a huge factor in getting that out of the way. I get the butterflies every time I get in the ring. I got to go with Mo and Kane and DC, and I go in with these big, heavy punchers that anything could happen, and we're all trying to take each other's heads off. So I got to be on my game, and that's a huge part of all that. So it's all what you make of it. I haven't had much time to surf, man. I've been so focused on doing my thing. I had a little time off. I had some injuries and some little things that are healing. Anytime you have a 5-round fight like that, and even if you come out clean with no broken bones and stuff, things hurt. And then it seemed like every time I was healthy enough and to come back to town and try to surf, there was no swell. And so it's a thing. You gotta. It all depends on whether there's swell or not, and if you're healthy. So I was training and trying to improve around things, and I've been a little busy. I've had a lot of things to do after this fight, and things to keep up with. So haven't had much time. I got a couple out, but it would be nice to get a trip on. I was trying to organize a trip to get out of here and to go a little surf trip, but it never really came to happening. It'd be fun to get some of the guys out there. I know Wilcox and me got a little bet. He thinks he can get up first. I gave him, I think we got 10 tries. I gave him 10 tries. All right, 10 tries to get up on a short board. All right. No. He's got to paddle in himself and stand to his feet. I mean, he thinks he's all athletic. I can do it and this and that. Wilcox, you have no idea. It's a lot tougher than it looks like, and I remember how hard it was for me just to get to my feet, and you got to ride it. The whole thing is you got to ride it like a bull, 8 seconds. That's what me and Wilcox. He's got to get up for 8 seconds, and we got a little $100 bet on that one. So I like to get some of these other guys and see what they got. That is an interesting one to go, huh? First fight into the middleweight division, he fights a top contender like Vitor, dangerous striker too. So it's. I don't know. I don't know about that fight. I think Anthony Johnson says anything that he can do, I can do better, or said something like that. I'm not convinced on that one. Anthony's he's talented. He's a big guy. He's a hard hitter. He's fast and he's athletic. But I think Vitor's he's sharper with the hands. I think he hits a little harder, and I think Vitor might get to him first. Who knows about the later fights with Vitor? As long as the longer the fight goes on, I think it's been trouble for Vitor. But I'm not convinced on Anthony later in the fight too. So I don't know. That's a tough one to call. But I'd probably favor Vitor in a quicker stoppage with the hands. Yeah, I think he's just faster, sharper, and hits a little harder.
Godspeed and party on.